this ISA 2 to Captain Daniel McLean. That's one of the guys down here, isn't it? Shoyui unknown. No, there's Chris McLean. Is he like the son or the father? Don't even know. I can't tell if that's like, I think that's a tarp. But my goodness. All of them still have 200 years to go and somebody breaking down yesterday. What? ISA, the International Space Agency? Space Association? That's my current bet.
Pick up your EMT.
Huh? My
It's
what?
on the side.
Not this. Oh, EMT for Energy Manipulation Tool. This is a spiral book. That's a nice touch. Oh.
Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
A lander. Docking station. More cups. Still empty. Kind of smoky on the middle. Did someone not clean up before going into space? Or did they clean up? And that's exactly the problem. I like this so I could just toy around with our angles. Tom Touch OS. A lander, huh? Docking bay hatch. Here we go. What's in here? Oh my. It's a big hatch. We're going down. Hello. What? Oh, it closed. That's ventilation. More things, presumably for ventilation, or maybe air conditioning.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
That doesn't answer my question.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good. I am go for power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for power descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn.
Suppressing 400 alarm.
Balance.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
My goodness. So this is what it's like prepping on a cryogenic spaceship. Imagine. My goodness. Whoa. That's a cool device. Can you imagine sleeping for 100 years? When you wake up, you may not even have had a dream at all. It will be like no time passed at all. And yet for the rest of the universe, 100 years. Huh? Docking Bay 1? Whoa. Did the lights just change? Okay, it darkened when I went in there. Alright. Oh. Tom, can you explain to me why 3 of the docking chambers are empty? I'm going into this, it's called the Turing Test, with a lot of suspicion. Whoop. Beep boop. Down we go, I guess. Whoa. I don't know if...
Go.
Fido.
Go.
Guidance.
Go.
Control.
Go.
Telcom.
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Yes, we're very go right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to
Engaging
this
retrofire.
Ice ball? Ice
I'm running the
ball.
program.
Can't
80 degree
speak.
delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good.
This does not look good.
502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde.
That was a smooth transition, my goodness. Not the flickering, but the atmosphere to planet. I didn't even notice. Okay. I don't want to go out there, it looks cold.
Open the door.
Alright,
Welcome
Tom.
to Europa.
I'll leave you here, Tom. I'll be back in a bit. So, we're having an issue with our ship. And it's called the Turing Test. Which makes me wonder if Tom's responsible for whatever happened. If not, though, I wonder if Tom will become like an important character in the story. Because I like Tom. In terms of an AI, he seems pretty human. Oh my goodness, we reached a loading zone. I was not expecting that today. No, loading. But yeah, checking this game out. Alright. I wonder what this is supposed to do then. Oh, whoa. The heck?
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Theia Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
Really? If that's true, then I wonder why. Am I able to use this to just light up areas? That didn't seem to... Oh! Oh, it's a battery.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240.
Wow.
It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
You're cool. Oh. And that is starting to introduce the mechanics. Okay.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
Why would they make it into a Turing test? Whoa. Oh, that's cool. If I stare right into a light, I can't see other lights as well. That makes complete sense, honestly. Although it shouldn't work. Oh, it doesn't work when I back up into it. But if I step into it, everything glares out of focus. That's very interesting. What? Okay, so I need to get the energy in there, but... Oh, I'll just pass it through the window. I didn't realize these were open at first. Doot 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 doot. Okay, alright, here we go. Whoop. Give me this. So, yeah, here's my thing, is like, why is it a Turing test? Why did they need...
They really have completely repurposed these rooms.
Why?
I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage. But they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Yeah, idle hands are the devil's workshop, right? Something along those lines. Hey, that's cool. I'm also worried this is going to become very GLaDOS-esque with Portal 2 and whatnot, where she killed everyone. Wait, is that the chamber number? My goodness, that is 5, 10, 70 levels. My goodness. Okay, all things considered, I probably have to... Yeah, there we go.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
500 hours. That's a little bit over 20 days. That's an estimate because 2 days is 48 hours, which is nearly 50. So times that by 10, that's 20 days. 20 days or 480 hours, which I suppose means it's approximately 21 days. That sounds about right. So I need to get... Oh, interesting. Hold on. Give me you. Give me you. You there. Bring you in, put you here. Now run up here. Take you and put you there. Okay, so the battery acts as a substitute.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
Restricted area. That's my kind of town. Hello?
Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Perhaps we can't solve this yet. Am I missing something, Tom? Alright, let's go this way then. Oh goodness. All the mechanics. Oh, that's great. That's cool that my camera freaks out when under magnetic influence. What else even is there though? There's this. Which... okay. I have no idea if that's a good thing or not. Oh, jeez.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
I don't know why I just did that, but you know. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, yeah, I know exactly what I need to do. Give me you. I'll put you here. I'll put you there. I'll go in, take you out, and put you here. There we go.
My instance has just been updated.
Oh.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Incomplete data. The heck is this? They look like... well, like those extendo arms you'd always get as a kid. You know? Voila, we've made it to the top. We will now collect this and use it here. The mechanics are getting increasingly complex, yet still straightforward. So this is not a window, these are displays.
This is the command center.
Oh my gosh,
You can check on the
it.
crew status from here.
Touch, 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 touch. Oh wait. Touch. Oh my gosh. Touch. Jupiter. So we are... so this should be us, right? So we are in orbit around... I don't know if that's Titan or what. Around... which is in orbit itself around Jupiter, in orbit around an orbit. Have you ever wondered why things orbit on a primarily, like... primarily horizontal axis? Or like why all displays are like that, at least? I'm sure there are planets that orbit round the way. Does it have something to do with magnetic poles? Could it be that things are more inclined to orbit if their orbit does not cross a magnetic pole? That'd be interesting. Europa loading bay. That's where we walked in. Oh. Europa base modules. Europa's base is built beneath Europa's surface. Oh, we're on Europa! I'm an idiot. Yeah, so wait, we're not there. I completely forgot about this. Oh goodness. That's where we started when we were cryogenically frozen. Then we launched out and landed on Europa, which is in orbit around Jupiter. That's why it's cold, and that actually makes a lot of sense in terms of space travel. Drilling platform. Europa's drilling platform is the largest outside of Earth. At 40 meters high, it is one of the tallest machines on any moon. The drill has bored to a depth of over 4 kilometers and recovered over 1 million kilograms of material from deep underneath the surface. The level of extraction is made possible by utilizing the Ashiyama electrofusion reactor. Huh. Ashiyama, I suppose. Oh, industries. There you go. I was about to say, I suppose that's the foundation. Jupiter. Okay, yeah. That's not how holograms would technically work, I would think, but I don't know. Maybe they do. Jupiter is the second largest physical body in our solar system. That only is the case if you consider the first the Sun. Has a large gravitational impact which stretches and squashes Europa. This creates geothermal energy inside of Europa, a source of great heat. It create a subsurface ocean. That's really cool. So wait. Okay, so this is Europa. Here we go. Europa's surface is constantly facing Jupiter as it rotates, because it is tidally locked to it. Oh, interesting. Though it has now been discovered that the rocky interior rotates separately under the ice and water layers. So this rotation is not the same as the deep underground rotation. And this is Fortuna. Fortuna is in low orbit around Europa. It can house a crew of 12. It serves as a communication and transport link between Earth and Europa's surface base. That's fascinating. And then there's Jupiter again. What is this? 4 crew members lost signal. Ava Turing, that's me, isn't it? Losing her parents at a young age, Ava Turing was sent to military engineering school. Shortly after graduating, she enlisted in the US Navy and trained as a pilot. Due to her exemplary service record and willingness to leave Earth for extended periods of time, Turing was recruited by ISA. An exploratory mission to Jupiter's Europa, Turing's role aboard Fortuna is engineer and vehicle officer. Okay. And all I could do is turn these on and off, but I can read all of it. What? I can tinker with these, but this guy's, I clicked it and he's gone. That creeps me out a bit, honestly. Mug, hello. Whoa. What is this, a generator? Wait. Digital audio broadcasting. So it's a radio, right? It's either a radio or a radio station. Oh, right. Okay, that was the end of the explanation. What's back here? More audio logs.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race, standing on Jupiter's moon, Europa. I am Captain Daniel McLean.
Okay.
Here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? What makes this one more remarkable?
Mikhail, you seem distant.
Do I?
Yes. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's wrong? Are you listening, Mikhail? Are you able to hear?
He answered once and then he disappeared.
I was talking to the ISA. They don't know what to do with this. The magnitude of the discovery.
We should send samples back to Earth. I think we need to get this to a better lab. Me and Sochi are having trouble making enough clones. I'm going to run out of the necessary resources to continue studying Organism 119.
They're calling for a grounding of all Europa transport until they get your report.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rather drastic.
What in the world happened? What did they find? And is that why the robot's so different? Or rather, the base is. Now, the Turing test was not a psychological test, it was a more social one. A robot and a human would hold conversation over typing, like a typewriter, and they would pass messages between each other, possibly over distant communication. But the intention was there would be a judge, and the judge would have 2 subjects in front of him. There were 2 versions of this test, the human and non-human one. The human one was to example the the idea behind the non-human one. So the test was you have a truth teller and a liar. One is male,
What
one is
condition should
female.
I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead.
Oh, geez.
We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
That's concerning. But, the one is male, one is female. If I remember correctly, the male is supposed to lie and the female is supposed to tell the truth. Or maybe it's the other way around. But the point was, the liar would win if they convinced the judge that they were whatever they weren't, and the other one was what they were, was what the liar was. And then the truth teller would win if the judge could figure both of them out correctly. Now, the Turing test is a very similar one. You have a human and the Turing test in its robotic form is a very similar one. You have a human and a non-human. The human's job is to tell the truth. The non-human one is to convince the judge that it is human and the other is not. It's quite a fascinating concept in my opinion. And one that I've looked into now and then, especially after watching the movie The Imitation Game, which I became very fascinated with. But yeah, so that was the concept of the Turing test. It was essentially a test to see if a machine could be human.